Hello, good evening. Welcome. My name is Kwabena. Welcome. I want to share with you how you can turn your idea into a business. How you can turn your idea into a business. Now that most of us are at home, we have a lot of time on our hand. We call it quarantine. They use all kind of technical words: lockdown, shutdown, you know, all kind of things. But there are so many ideas that people have. People have a lot of ideas that they can turn into a business, and I will share some of them from the way I see it, and maybe somebody will be able to build a business around the idea that no they have. We the world is never going to be the same again. This world has changed. This world has changed. If you get the feet that are coming, you will see that governments are going to go to a lot of pressure. Businesses are going to go through a lot of pressure. Uh, People will be sent home. People will lose their jobs. Businesses will collapse. All kind of things are going to happen. Even if they tell us to go back to business, a lot of business is good when people have money to spend. So when people don't have money to spend, then there's trouble. So those of us who will be told to go home, those of us who have had some kind of ideas and been thinking of it, and see that how can I turn this into a business? Once a while, you are moving around and you meet a friend and they ask you, what do you do? And you said, I don't know, I'm a private person. I'm into business. Then the obvious statement that you get from them is, that is the ultimate. That is the ultimate. That's a good thing. If if you can work for yourself, that's what they call it. If you can work for yourself. Once in a while, you meet a friend who works in a bank, who works in a government agency, with a government agent, and who maybe has a business, has a product that they sell to the places that they work. They put something in their cars. I met somebody who will put something in his car and sell it to people. So all kind of people have different kind of ideas. Some people have, been thinking of starting a farm, poultry, all kind of ideas come to people. What I have seen is that the conviction to value that activity is critical. The confidence that you have to build in turning that idea into business is so critical. You have to see it as legitimate. A lot of people think that when you do business, you only get money. And so if I'm also working and I get salary, then it's the same. A lot of people think like that. So I work in the ministry, I get a lot of money, so my friend has a business. It's the same. It's not the same. You may get more money than the guy who has started a little business, but the work required for business is 10 times, is 100 times what people do when they are working on an existing structure. It's nowhere close. So you have to conscientize yourself that if I'm going to do this, it's going to need a lot of energy, a lot of work, a lot of attention. I'm going to meet a lot of challenges. That is the first thing that you have to recondition your mind. And it doesn't have to be a novel idea. It doesn't have to be a great idea. Any idea that people would patronize can be a business. It doesn't have to be something so extraordinary. The girl who sells ice water on the road is selling water. And there are other major water companies that are also selling water. It's the same product, but one is well structured, well thought through, well built, and the other one is not so much well built, even though they're all business in quote. They are all meeting a need. So it doesn't have to be any serious, grandiose, special idea, especially if it's your first business. And most of us don't have any technical skill to produce any product. Most of us don't have any technical skill. If you look at businesses that people have built that were so special, they had a technical skill. They were able to produce a product around it, and then they saw a need, built a product around it, and maybe they had the skill to produce something. Majority of us don't have any skill to produce anything. That's a fact. Majority of us, even those with technical education, were just given technical education, but they could not go beyond the next level to produce anything with it. Majority of us went to, Legon and all these schools. They taught us about accounting and psychology, sociology, political science, home economics. Most of us, and after that, we didn't work in any special place. So in terms of being skilled to produce something right away that people will need, most of us don't have that. So the other way that most people can enter into business is where maybe they just look at the sales aspect of it, the selling aspect of it. That's what can you sell? What can you put on the market? You don't have to be somebody who is producing it so much. What can you, is it a provision shop? Can you build a provision shop? Can you open a provision shop? Is it maybe charcoal that you can bring from the village to the city? What is it that you can do? Any idea that people need, that you are passionate about, you want. You see, the other thing is that you have to think beyond just money. If you are turning your idea into business, you have to think beyond money. It's going to take a lot of work. If your sole aim is, just let me do it so that I can get money and then you'll be happy. A lot of people, that's why they give up. Because the whole idea is, I just want money. If you just want money, don't go and build business. Don't go, just go and look for money. There are far easier, better ways of making money with less stress than building a business. So if you don't condition yourself to say that, okay, I've seen a need, it's going to take me a lot of time to build this, but I'm ready to build this. I've seen that a lot of young girls don't have this kind of shoe. So I want to sell this kind of shoe, So you know where to source the shoe, and you know where the girls will need it. And you think that a lot of people will need it. It's not just the money. If it's the money, my brother, go and look for another way to get money, because it's not going to work that quickly. So your idea, you must be that passionate about the idea. You must know that it's not going to make you money that quickly. It will take you 1,000 times the kind of work you do now to build a business. So if you're a manager somewhere and you say you want to build a business, you work extra more. The people say that when you work for yourself, it's easy. The only thing you control is maybe when you want to go to work and when you don't want to work. But the work, you work 24 hours. So passion, condition yourself that you are going to put a lot of effort in it. And the main drive should not be money. The main drive should not be money. If it's money, you will give up. It's not money. And you have to also give yourself long term. It's going to take you a lot of time. It's going to take you a lot of time. The minimum that they say is about 10 years. So you have to see that. You have to see that. You have to see that this is 2020. This business that I'm going to do, if I put in constant effort, it will take me maybe from 2025, 2027, 2028, 2020. Then I start to see a lot of bulk, huge money. That's the time. That is even if I'm doing the right business and I've seen the right idea and I'm able to build the fundamentals of the business well. It's going to take you a lot of time. So it doesn't have to be a special idea. It has to be an idea that a lot of people will need. Or if it's few people who will need it, then you have to raise, the few people must be very rich people. You see, the business that you have is either you are selling it to everybody, the product that you have, the service, is either you are selling to everybody. So many people can access it, so many people need it, and you put a little margin on it, you're fine. Or if you have what they call niche, special business, then I think for you to build it into a more profitable business, you must target people who have a lot of money. So it cannot be a niche business which is focused on poor people. It cannot be a niche business which is focused on poor people. That way you are going to struggle. The other thing is that you don't have to worry so much about what people think. You don't have to worry so much about what people think. One thing about life and success and destiny and critical decisions that to make is that the moment you start to think of doing something that will usher you into your greatness, you have a lot of opposition. You have a lot of people who disagree with you. You have a lot of people who have never cared about you, but all of a sudden now they are your friend, and they care so much about what you want to do. Because once you dare, a lot of people will feel that I should have also seen this, I should have also done that. So once they don't agree with you, and a lot of them will fight the idea, the fact that you want to quit your job, or the fact that you don't even, a lot of us, not even that you want to quit, or the business is going to sack you. And the only option you have is to start something. Most people are not going to just say that I'm going to quit the job to start a business. A lot of us are not going to find any job to do anyway. So you just have to look around to see the very thing that you've been doing. A lot of people do something. The only thing is that they have not paid attention to structure it into business. Because Ghanaians, we have so many options. Ghanaians don't play to win. We play not to lose. And there's a big difference. Our culture gives us not to dare. We just want to be fine. Not at the bottom, but fine. Just do it. That is us. We don't really put all our eggs in something to say that I'm committed to this. I want to try to shoot it and then to see if it will work. Our conditioning is not like that. That's why you can see somebody is a lawyer, is a pastor, is a lecturer, is a consultant, kind of thing. It's a little bit of everything. That's us. And we use our time to do everything like that. No, I think that when it comes to business, you have to really say that I'm going to commit to this. I'm going to do it well, and I'm going to go through it. And be prepared. The next thing is that be prepared to go through the not so good looking stage. Not so nice stage. You would have to go through anything. You probably would have to pack the car, take trotro. You probably would have to go to the market yourself, go through the sun, go and talk to the people. You have to go through the basis and never put your ego above the destiny or the dream. Don't worry so much about what my friend will think, or what my sister will think, or what my brother will think. Because at the beginning of anything, it's nasty. It's not so palatable. It's not so nice. You don't have to worry about that side at all. Never. Don't worry. You just have to prepare to do anything that you have to do to pick the idea. And never worry so much about starting so high. A lot of people want to start business, but they want to put a nice office, secretary, air conditioning, nice car, they brand it, and they have no one income. No. Don't do that. Start the business. Let people start to buy. Keep the money. Let the people start to buy. Start from your room, even if it's single room. Don't worry. Start from the room. If it's garage, start from there. If it's whatever, wherever that you are. Don't worry about so much. People will call you to come and look at the office. Don't worry. Show them the office. Those who are serious, those who are so much serious, and they know that you are that committed, especially show them the work that you have done for somebody. It's not the office so much, because if you don't take care, you put the money, go and rent an office at Jolu, put an air conditioner there, put a secretary there, and there's no one business. Business, the way you stage it is so critical. So don't worry about that side. Just look at where you are. Your cell phone is not just for phones. It's not just for calls. It's a whole machine. It's a whole business tool. The cell phone that you have, the laptop that you have. Once you're connected to the internet, where else do you want to go? So not so much about the office. Don't worry so much about raising the standard and be worried. Like, a friend of mine wanted to start a business. He's talking about iPad, how he's going to do the presentation, his suit, his tie, his nice car. I told him, you're not serious. You're not ready. When you're ready, those things will not come to your head. It's your first business. You don't have money. And the little you have, you want to go and, what people call branding. You don't need those things. What you need is to stage the idea, turn the idea into something that people are constantly calling you. People are asking you about the product. Do you have this? Can you meet me here? Can you offer it? Don't worry, do it from your room. You have a single room, do it on the floor. You're a national service guy, you don't have any bed, it's just a mattress on the floor, my friend, do it there. That's how it works. Don't worry so much about what people think. Worry about how can I take this to the market? Do I have the number of people who want it, and will the number increase? Can I source the product? Those kind of things that you must and do it well. The other thing that you bring your whole personality, the skills that you have, the professionalism that you have, how prompt you are, how honest you are, those things that you have, the managerial skills that you have, bring it on board. Do it exceptionally well that they'll be looking for you. It doesn't matter how many people are doing it. Let's say you open a place that you're selling water, for instance, sachet water or the dispenser one, the machine, the one that they put on the dispenser. Don't worry how many people are there. Can you be so much interested and be friendly with the people who come to buy? Are you that much respectful? What is it that you can bring to the customer? Those things, do them so well. Pay attention. Take care of the money that comes. Pay attention. If you put somebody there, make sure you treat them well. These little things are the ones that will help you and that will help the business to grow. It's not so much about what they call competition. At the starting stage, it's not so much about, don't worry about competition. Don't worry about doing the things that you know and doing them so well. Look at the other things that everybody is doing that they don't do well. And I can guarantee you, they don't know how to talk to the customers well. They may not clean the place well. They are not prompt. They will try to easily lie, So bring the professionalism there. And the suppliers that you have, talk to them with respect, with dignity. These are basic things that if you do and you do well, your business will start to make some kind of impression. And let everybody who deals with you know that when they are dealing with you, you're going to be straight. That one is so critical. Know that anybody who comes to deal with you, if anybody supplies you anything and you give them 2 weeks to come for their money, make sure that you will build that credibility. So 2 weeks, they come for the money. If there is any emergency that you can't pay, call the person. Let the person know. Don't start business thinking that you're going to be smart. You're going to screw people. You're going to take people for granted. It will come and eat you up. Be so straightforward that people will know. I've seen that money, the best way to make money is to be honest with it. That's the best way. The best money that has to come to you is the money that is yours, the money that you're straightforward. You didn't screw. You didn't take advantage of anybody. That thing itself is capital. People will start to believe in you. People will start. Don't be cocky. Work hard, be respectful, be honest. These things, if you bring to the idea, it will work. It will work. The business will work. Don't play fast. No. Don't impress anybody. Just where you are. And don't worry so much about, and I've gone to school, don't worry. Nobody cares about your school. When it comes to business, it's not certificate. It is, can you deliver? Can we count on you? Is your price good? Those things are the most critical things that will help your business to get to the, to help you to turn the idea into business. So my name is Kwabena. I'm talking about how can you turn your idea into business. And I'm saying that the world has changed. This thing has changed the world forever. So a lot of us will find ourselves having to go to start something on our own. Some of us will be told to go home. And some of us who are hoping to get a job is going to take another turn. Now, if you are in that critical situation, what can you do? A lot of us may be doing something already. What I would say is that pay attention to that thing. Don't trivialize it. Don't think that is small. It's not. If there is a need for that and people are ready to pay for it and the government will not catch you because you're doing it, it's not illegal, pay attention to it. Anything that you sell that will help people, society needs it, and it's not illegal. Government will not say that you're selling cocaine or weed, Even that one, they say that they have legalized some bit of it. Anything that people need that you can do boldly, you don't have to hide to do it. Do it well. And it doesn't have to be any special idea. It doesn't have to be. Anything. Is it shirts that you can pick and sell to people? Is it provisions? Is it market? Can you go to the market and get some place to sell? What is it that you can do for people? There is a need for that service. There is a need for that product. Make sure there is. And if you establish there is and you're so much passionate about it, then you have a fair chance. You have a fair chance to turn that idea into business. So the next one is to work on yourself. Work on your mindset, work on your psyche, work on how you think about building a business. So you see that you're passionate about it. And the other thing is that don't raise yourself so much. Don't think that you have gone to school, therefore you can do this business. Or no. Don't forget about all those schools. Put the school somewhere. Now is a critical situation. The best thing that this school can give you is to give you the tools to harness information to do what you're doing well. That's the essence. That's why we go to school. We go to school so that we can be trained how to get information and use it to achieve. You know, but the introduction of school to the Africans was largely wrong. We were told, we were trained as clerics, as clerks. So the people who came, they wanted to teach us the English. They had to teach us the English so that they could talk to us. That's why that's how they say they brought that kind of education. It was not to equip us to make intelligent decisions, to build on what we have. So you are lucky. You can do maths. You can read English. That is why you went to school. So don't use that one. I'm a graduate, so I can do this. Then you will suffer. You'll be hungry because it's not about you being graduate. It's about you being building a business, and be proud of it, no matter what it is. If you're able to start it and you're able to make 100 Ghana a day, 100 Ghana a week, 100 Ghana a month, and the order starts to come in, be proud of it. It means that there is something that you're doing. If you pay attention well and you do your maths well, it can become anything. Look around the world. All the major multinationals, what do they do? What do they sell? It's not anything extraordinary. It's just what society needs. The difference is that they've been able to model it. They've been able to build structure, systems around it. That's why it's a big business. It's not because they are not selling human parts. They are not selling anything extraordinary. It's just the normal thing. So you pick MTN, for instance. What are they selling? It's communication. You pick gold company is the same. It's gold that they're selling, but they've been able to build a whole infrastructure around it, and that's the difference. You pick Voltic or Special Ice, it's water. They can't hide the formula. It's water. Everybody knows water. Why are we not building water processing company? So it's the infrastructure. So don't worry so much. ShopRite is provision shop. It's a fact. The woman at the corner is selling provision. ShopRite is selling provision. The difference is that ShopRite is built it, packaged it well, you have structured it well. But it was started by somebody who believed that idea could become big and worked on it. So every business is started by somebody who must have that confidence and continuously train themselves to build this idea into a business. So anything that you look around, what is it that you think is a need in your community that you can build a business around it? The next phase that I want to talk about is when you're able to build it like that. Maybe you then want to look at how to register it, where to register it, and maybe you look at how to maybe build a logo and those things. But they don't come in early. They come in at the latter part, unless you're doing something that those things are required from the beginning. So my name is Kwabena. I'm talking about how to turn that idea, how you can turn that idea into business. That idea that you have, whatever idea that you have. A lot of us are trying it already. A lot of us are maybe supplying pens, books to some companies. Maybe you open a bookshop, you open a provision shop. You started a baby product. Your baby food. Some of people are producing yogurt. Some people are producing orange juice. Whatever that you just have to be proud of that, believe in it, and structure it, and know that you are going to work more than any other thing. If you're working 2 hours, once you start your business, it's 24 hours. It's 24 hours. It's constant. It's a baby. When they give birth to a baby, ask the mother. They don't sleep. It's constant. It needs attention until the baby starts to grow. So the first 4 or 5 years, the baby. If the baby is 2 days, mama can't sleep. That's how it is. It needs constant attention. Or you can drop the baby. So you are going to work and work hard. You have got to be very proud of what you have started. You don't have to expect a lot of encouragement from anybody. Encourage yourself. Most people would not understand why you want to do what you're doing. Most people will expect you to go and look for a job And if and if you can't find a job, do you have to stay at home? I don't know. You don't have to start anything. What is important is the kind of person you are, what you think, and what you can turn this idea into business. Every one of them can become anything. Anything. Even orange. People who just orange juice can become a business, big business. It depends on who is turning that into a big business. Mango can become anything. People there's anything that you see around that people need. Anybody at all who is trained, who is prepared, and who is determined and committed can pick that idea and build it into multinational business, into build it into million city business. It depends on who is in it. So you need to have a lot sense of pride in yourself to say that not many people can turn idea into business. So if I'm doing this, I'm proud of it. Don't hide it. Tell people what you're doing. Be proud of it. That is so critical. They don't have to agree with you. They don't have to think that you're wise. Don't worry about what people think, that whether you're wise. You don't have to be wise. Just be committed to what you're doing. When it starts to show, they will think, but don't expect it that quickly. Don't expect it that quickly. You know, it will take a while for them to think that you're not mad. A lot of people will think that you're crazy, you're mad. You don't know what you're doing. Don't worry about that. What you have to worry about is constantly pay attention to what you're doing and do it well. It will work. It will work. It will work. So pay more passion to it. You have to go anywhere to make sure that it works. You know, go to anywhere. Don't be proud. That thing has to go. A lot of people don't have anything to do, but they have so much ego, and that amazes me. No, me, I don't care. We have to do what we have to do anyway. We are not armor so we have to do what we have to do. And once you have to do what you have to do, you just have to go through what you have to go through to work it. And it doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter who doesn't show you respect. It's not important. Once you want to build business, forget about respect and people agreeing with you. Forget about all those. Focus on it and work it. You know, focus on it and work it. Be passionate about it. Think about it. Always think about it. And respect people you work with. Respect the people who supply you. Respect your customers. Give them exceptional service. Let them always feel welcome. Let them don't think that you're doing them a service. No, you're not doing anybody else. Don't think that you're doing them a favor. You're not doing your customers a favor. You are working. Let them know that they can depend on you. They can count on you. And your word is yes. It's yes. If it's no, it's no. Don't be shady. Don't be trickish. Don't try to say, you play fast. No. Let that be. There's no need trying to build a business if your word is not right. Because it's money. Money, if you're not straight with money, it will kill you. It doesn't matter how much you acquire. So business is like that. Just be straight. No need to build a business trying to trick people. No, anybody who works with you, customers, suppliers, all the other ones that come on board, make sure that you are that straight on yourself. You are that straight on yourself and let them believe that you work extra, that you are trustworthy, that you are respectful. These things will make sure that whatever idea that you have will turn into business. And give yourself long term. It will take a lot of time for it to work. And it will call for a lot of discipline. And you must have a plan on how to execute it. There must be a plan and how you're going to execute it. And maybe what people call business plan. But in your diary, write some things down. For the rest of the year, write some things down. Right? Assuming we are not coming back. what happens? So write some things down. Structure. And it will work. So to turn your idea into business, it's like that. A lot depends on you. And do it with gladness. Do it with pride. And never worry about the challenges that you meet. They will come. And don't worry about them. And you'll be able to solve all of them if you are that committed and you pay attention. Focus on it. It will need your attention. Focus so much on it and do it well. So this is what I've got to share. Thank you very much for watching. Sister Anna, thank you for watching. So, thank you.